Hi, good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everyone doing? I am doing well. I hope you are doing well too. My name is Zoe Baraka, and today is Tuesday, June 8th, and it's 7:30. So you know what that means. It's 7:30 a.m. here in New York. So it means that it is time to tell some stories. How are you doing? We're coming to you live on the Dear Daughter page. And the show, of course, is To My Younger Self, where extraordinary people tell extraordinary stories. As always, I am not able to see you. Do me a favor. Go on there and say hello. Sewa Dancy, good morning from Canada, my dear. How are you, beautiful? It is so good to see you. Just go in there and say good morning. Say good morning to me in your local language. Hi, Abne Jewa. How are you, my dear sister? It is so good to see you. Say good morning to me in your local language. I have a few written down here. I'm going to try to do justice to them. I have Bello, which is my local dialect in the Mori or Moshi language. Baraka Dazua in Hausa. Karibu Sana in Kenyan. Oh, no, that is wrong. It is not Kenyan. Karibu Sana is... All right, well, let's just say the Kenyan language. Akwaba, Tuma Tuma, Fun Awala, Tuma Awala. I am speaking to you in my local dialect now. Ken Ken, Akai, that is in Creole. We say Oje Ko, Kabo, Bienvenue, Now Mai Welena. How is everyone doing? Say hello to me in your local dialect. I want to learn it. I want to learn it. Listen, today we have an amazing, amazing woman who is going to just regale us with her bubbly self and her storytelling. You do not want to miss it. Let me just set this up for you real quick. You know how everyone has a favorite auntie? That favorite auntie in your life who is an incredible combination of like a mother, a sister, and a friend. She's like gelled into one. She's that kind of person you can go to for advice and also a good kick in the behind with a reality check when you need it. She will bond with you over your favorite TV show or simply just enjoy the day together. That's who our next guest is to a lot of young people, including myself. Her name is Esther Borley Odamtten. Um, I want to say AKA Aunty B because I call her Aunty B. She was born in La Accra, Ghana. She grew up in Tema. Listen, the Tema guys, they don't let us rest. I'm telling you, they are just all up in there, okay? She is a nurse by profession, a philanthropist at heart, and God's special daughter. Let me tell you, she really is God's special daughter. I am thinking I'm God's princess, but this one, yeah, she is. She is the owner of Exceptional Care Nursing Company in Connecticut in the USA and has a grown son called Nana. She is the coolest, the woman who will laugh, cry, dance, cook for you, pray with you, and for you know. And I mean, pray with you, speak life into your life when you need it, dress you up in fancy clothes, put a smile on your face kind of auntie you will ever meet. I'm telling you, I cannot wait for you guys to just meet her. I mean, this young woman, I call her young woman because, oh my God, she's got it going on. This young woman does not let anyone around her say a single negative word or even think it to themselves. I mean, she would catch you, say, I know where you're going with this, and it's a no. Just no. I have never met a confident woman like her in my life. She is confident with a capital C. Okay? I am so glad I get to call her Aunty B, and hopefully you can also get to call her Aunty B after today's show. And I cannot wait to introduce her to you, guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Please allow me to introduce to you the one and the only Esther Odamtten, aka Aunty B. Please, just say welcome. Welcome to her right now as we bring her out of the green room. Hello.
Hello, Miss Zoe.
Hi, how are you doing?
Very good.
Oh my God, you look so beautiful today. You just got it all going on. You're so glam.
Today I'm being my fashion self a little.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Have to throw those scrubs down and then feel so honored. I really do. I feel so honored to be on your show. My huge Oprah, I would say.
Oh God.
It feels like I'm on Oprah's show, except that is Zoe Baraka.
She's preaching now, guys. She's preaching now. Listen, the floor is yours, Auntie. Take us away. Just take us away.
Right, my dear. Guys, we don't have much time. It's only 30 minutes, and I have to make use of it. First of all, I just pray to the Lord that this show will be a very successful show. I pray
Oh,
to my sister's life for her giving us all this platform to be able to share our stories with you. And just like I told her, I said, be privileged to be on this show. It's a huge honor to be on this show, the likes of which I can't even feel their shoes. But for me, it's very, 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 very special. I've been invited to many places, but this one is just like the cream a la cream on top of your cake.
oh, she's going there.
Yes. So she's already done the introduction, and so I don't need to go there. Let's just hit it. And
Yes.
I'm going to hit it by saying that I feel very special. I pray the Lord to take over and speak through me. I have no scripts. I did not put any pointers down. I said, let me just come on and have the Lord do his work. So we're going down my alley. And for those of you that knew me from TMYS, kiss, kiss, I've seen a fashion play, name it. But when I came down to America, America will strip you down. It doesn't care who you are. So going through the nooks and cracks of America, dragging me left and right, in my ass and my behind. I finally went into home care. And I had to go into home care because all my contacts that I had those days, we used to write them in notebooks. You guys are lucky now you have the phone and you can save. No, those days it was an address book. And I lost everything I had except for $100 in my books. And so that's how I started life here in America with $100 note, not knowing anybody, not knowing where to go. But the Lord ordered my steps to be where I am. And for every experience that you will call negative, there is a good side to it. Just like in chemistry, with every negative reaction, it's a positive reaction too, right?
Yes. Mhm.
Yeah. What I learned over the years is that when the Lord is molding you, the Lord first breaks you, crushes you, molds you, fires you up, glazes you, and then refire you up, and then you come out shining like a beautiful portrait. And so don't be fooled. I'm still going through it. I tell people that, yeah, it's good to have self-esteem and self-confidence, like Psalm 25 verse 9 would say. It's self-exaltation that is bad. And so, like my name says, I knew right from my infancy that I am a queen.
Wow.
God gave me that name for a reason. And like Queen Esther, I am here. I was placed here for a reason and a purpose. And having gone through what I went through made me aware of what other people's pains and what they're doing. I mean, what they're going through because they are hiding. They don't have what it takes, even a common driving license. If you don't have a social security, you don't have nothing, you know? And so through it, I became a home health aide, but a home health aide with a difference, and the Lord put on my heart, now, Esther, you need to open an agency because we were not being treated fairly. And I did that. And when I told few friends and guys, be careful who you tell your dreams to. A lot of my Ghanaian, yes, Zoe, a lot of my Ghanaian counterparts is like, oh, look at you. And here in Connecticut, I mean, the few that were standing out were less than 5 at that time. And so are you going to be able to rub shoulders with these people? Like, you know what? In my life, there's nothing called scared in my dictionary. Anything is doable. You just have to put your mind to it. And that's what I did. You know, I had me nothing, and yet I had an agency.
Mm.
And I had people working for me, people who were very happy working for me. And today we're like 22 years, and I still have aides that have worked with me for, say, the past 10, 18 years, have seen kids do what they cannot do. We have doctors, we have nurses, we have, name it, we have pharmacists, we have teachers, nurses, and all that through exceptional care. Because if you have the brain to study, we help you go on the sky. And I tell people the sky is not even your limit, because even as a kid, I wanted to go to my Oxford. I wanted to go to Yale. And one time my son was like, "Ma, Yale is right in your alley. Why don't you go?" I said, "Wait, the time is not yet there." Yes, I will do. I love to study. And what I tell people is that anyone who knows the ways of God,
Mm.
the acts of God will follow.
Mm.
103 verse 7.
Wow.
And it does follow, you know, because in everything you do, and this brings me back to my loving mother. She's late, but I don't say late. My parents had such a wonderful relationship. And my mother, I say, "Oh, Ma, you chew money." She doesn't just eat money, she chews money. Send a woman money and it's still not enough. And she'll keep telling you, "Wait till I die and you will see what I use your money for." And yes, her money took care of a lot of people.
Wow.
A lot of people. And the testimonies kept rolling. Had it been not for her, I wouldn't have been in college. I wouldn't have finished school. Even pastors, I mean, Anglican ministers. This woman, even when Rollins crippled her, she still was able to finance pastors through Trinity College. And you're asking how? So, that being said, the Lord, one day, the Lord, I mean, through my many dreams and my many aspirations, one that really sparked me was me sleeping one time, and I dream a lot. And I dream about real events too, like 9/11 and name it. I dream it all. And it's so vivid, like you're watching a movie. So I had this dream in my bedroom, and I'll cut it short because we don't have much time. I had this dream, and in my dream, I saw this woman by her bedside, kneeling by her bedside and crying. I mean, like wailing is the right word to use. And so I asked the Lord, "Why?" He said, "Come with me." And as I followed him, it showed me a vast school, a beautiful school. And then I saw these kids walking funny. And I said, "What's wrong?" He said, "Look at them closely." Yes, I saw they were blind. And then they took me to the dining room of that school. And there they were sitting. There was no food on the table. And yet they were singing joyfully. And I'm like, "What are they going to eat?" He said, "Let's go." So we went back to the woman kneeling by her bedside. And then she woke up, opened her third drawer. You know how you have that chest of drawers in your room?
Uh-huh.
And her bed would be like on the right side, and then the chest of drawers. And every time I tell the story, I have goosebumps. She opened the third drawer, and on the far left corner, she pulled out a white handkerchief and tied, and this handkerchief was money. So she picked up a phone, she dialed somebody, and that person came. And when that person came, she took the money and gave it to the guy, and the guy hugged her. Now, what was so peculiar about this dream was that I remember, and like I told you, I remember my dreams, like when the Lord is giving me a message, it's vivid. So she was wearing this floral long skirt, brownish, and had on a brown blouse, and had a kente cloth tied on the head. And the guy that came in had a blue t-shirt, a gray shorts, and a green, what we call chaliwati.
Oh my
And
God.
slippers.
Those, for those
Yeah.
of you who don't know what chaliwati is, it's Over here, they probably call it bathroom slippers. You wear it only for the bathroom, but back home, we wear it for all kinds of occasions. Yeah.
You got it, Zoe. So he was wearing that, and then the woman gave the money from the white handkerchief, handed it over to him. And then we hugged her, and then the Lord took me back to the dining room. And there I saw sitting in front of these kids a big bowl of angamu. Is the
we should definitely break down Angwamo to our non-Ghanaian viewers. Angwamo is, literal translation will be oil rice, meaning you only have a little bit of oil and some rice, and you put a little spices in it. You cut up a few onions, and you put it in there and salt it up a bit, and that's gonna be the food you eat, right? Did I get that?
It is so tasty anyway.
It
And
is
these
though.
kids were eating it, and they were happy, and they were singing.
Wow.
And then he said, "You see what I just showed you?" And at that moment, I had tears in my eyes. I said, "Angamu?" He said, "Yes." They are even lucky to have it. All thanks to this woman who also have needs. And she's been doing this forever.
Wow.
Because sometimes their paychecks even are delayed. We know the system, how it works in Ghana. You know, teachers sometimes complain they are not paid, nurses, and a whole lot. So, I mean, they don't have that kind of money, but she's sacrificing the little that she has. And I need you to take care of this for me, daughter. I said, okay. And so immediately I did. And I called somebody and I'm like, look, I did dream I had. So I sent them, buy me some rice, corn, oil, and whatever. And
From here.
take this money, from here.
Wow.
Take this money, XY money, that is not part of what you're using to buy whatever, but take this particular money and when you go, ask for this woman. When I spoke to the guy, he said, oh my God, she's the head mistress and she's my auntie. I said, awesome. She said, I have a bag of rice that I'm going to give them. Because when things are very tough, sometimes you call and ask if we have anything. So good. I think, oh my God, your donations just came in time. I said, good. So to cut the long story short, they went. And when they called her and handed her the money, the stuff, she was like, oh my God, all this, she was so overwhelmed. And then I said, before you hand her over that money, please call me. Something I never do. When I'm giving donations, I just give. A lot of people do not even know where the donations are coming from because the Lord says when the left is doing something, don't let the right see it. You know, so it's stuck with me, and it's been my mother's motto also. That good deeds that are broadcasted are not good deeds. You know, you don't need to. But I have to say this because now it's my NGO. And they went there, and then when it got time to hand over the money, then she dialed me, and I told the lady, well, you don't know me, but the Lord showed you to me. And I described the scenario. Oh my gosh, she was crying. Like, oh my God, you mean the Lord answered my prayers from Ekropong all the way across the Atlantic to America, Connecticut?
Wow.
Lady, you haven't been in my house before. You haven't been in my room. But the way you are describing where my bed is, where my chest of drawers, and every detail in my bedroom, if you were not in America, I would have said that you were peeping through my window. Wow. And the money that the Lord put on my heart to give to this woman was like the multiples of what she gave. So assuming she gave $100, she got that in multiples, maybe like times 7.
I have goosebumps.
How did you even know that this is the amount of money that I gave out? I said, it's the Lord. I listened to him. He put it on my heart. And that's what you are receiving. And then it didn't stop there. But by and by, the people that I was sending to take the donations were not taking them. And so it frustrated me so much. I'm like, you know what? It's enough. I'm not going to work and give money to people who are not going to take them. Mm-hmm. So I forgot about my blind people. And the Lord kept reminding me and kept reminding me. And that goes to the, I'm looking at my time. And that moved on to my next dream. So here I was one day in my bedroom, feeling cozy and tired, super tired. And I kept asking myself, what did I do today to feel so weak and tired? So like my ritual, or most girls' ritual, I took a nice, good shower and did not even bother to dress up. I was in my birthday clothes. I just lit on that. Mind you guys, I live by myself. I'm single.
Oh, yes, girls. Yeah, I mean, guys on here. Yeah. Let's put it out there.
So I can do whatever I want to do. My birthday clothes. Because my son is not even here. Neither of my kids are here. And so I'm like, you know what? I let it all out.
Oh my God.
All I saw in my dream was me standing by my window and looking at me naked on that bed.
Oh my God.
Yes. Me standing by the window, embraced by this nice light, feels so good, so light. There is no joy I can compare to. It felt so good in that light. And then I saw this angel, and it's like, you cannot come. I mean, why can't I come? Why are you there and I can come? I said, no, you can't come. You got to go back. Go back where? No, I ain't going nowhere. He said, well, you have to go back in there. So with a bit of fight is not enough. I can't struggle with it. I have to go back. So I stepped back and back. And then all I could feel was this lifeless body that was laying down there. Started feeling some sensation in my feet. And I was still laying down. And then I felt that shake. Someone really shook me. Borley, get up, wake up, like vigorously shaking me on that bed. And then I get up and I said, get up. So I would say, he pulled me out of that bed. And when I woke up, I was very dazed, very like a drunk person. And my bedroom is upstairs. And here I was walking down the stairs, all in my birthday clothes, with the cows hanging low and everything.
Oh my God. I can't with this woman.
So I came all the way down to my living room, and I saw my front door wide open. You know, and that's when it dawned on me that, look, I said, what? Is there a thief here? And then I run, I was dazed kind of. So I walked right back there, and I knew that, hey, my cows are hanging loose, and the guy is the pigs and everything else. So I put a t-shirt on. It's strange, and then I still feel like, hey, baby, yeah, is also there, not coming. So I put my coat on,
Your morning coat.
My robe. I put it on and then I tied it up. There was nothing beneath anyway, just the t-shirt. But I could hear the voice, get out. And so I stepped down. And when I did, it wasn't only the door that was open, It was all the windows down here were open.
My
And then
God.
into my home office, and the door was wide. So I was like, what's going on? And like a typical Accra girl, I'm like, Julo, hey Julo. I was standing there and it's like, he hugged me. Now here's the neighbor. I'm not so close to people. I live in the middle of nowhere. Okay? Well,
Wow.
I can be so close to my wildlife because I'm a typical city girl. So my neighbor, who for years, I've been here for like going on to like more than 15 years, and we hi, hey, and that's it. And there he was. He hugged me so tightly. She's like, she's alive, she's alive, she's alive. And I'm looking at all these fire trucks, all this, and you are in America, you understand. If you see a rescue truck following a fire truck, it means that
You are gone.
it's not good. And their lights and everything. It is a rescue mission. And here I was, and he was crying out. There was so many firemen and other people there. I wasn't taking, and my whole house was covered in soot. The outside pavement was all black. And here was this guy. And then I said, you don't even like me. He said, but I called 911.
Oh my God.
Long and short of it is that he went to a Red Sox game and you know how that is. And he should have been sleeping, sleep over with friends or whatever, but he decided to come home. Probably not knowing why he had to come home, but it was because of me. And on his way home, and I live on like a 1 point something acre land where my driveway is so long, close to like maybe like a half of a mile, right? And he could see the smoke from there. Okay? He could see the smoke. So he was thinking, is it coming from his house? And so he called his wife, and it's like everything is fine. And then it was when he got closer that he realized that the smoke was coming from my house. But most times, because of business, I'm not even home. So all this while that I was feeling very weak, and guys, I always keep this paper here. It was over, the carbon monoxide level was way over 100. See it?
My God.
Yeah. And it baffled everybody how I survived it. Because I think 2 days after in the news, there was this family that couldn't even make it. And their carbon monoxide level was 38.
Whoa.
Mine is over 100. The whole family died, including their pets. And it was on the news. And so it's like it baffled everybody. Like, how could you have survived this? And guys, I have carbon monoxide alert and whatever in my house.
It didn't go off.
Even in my hallways. When I run a home office, way before Corona came anyway. So they need, the fire department needs to inspect, make sure you have a hydrant, you have all these sensors working. And I didn't hear anything. I said, probably it was waiting for me to die before it could sound the alarm.
Oh my God. I can't believe you can joke about that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nothing. My doors were open. I have an ADT alarm that did not even sound anywhere, did not alert anybody. Everything was so strange, but that's when God is orchestrating things. And so, everybody, it was like, oh, do you want us? I said, no, I'm a very private person. For anybody else who knows me, I'm very private. And so let's just keep it like this. I'm thankful to God. And even when they went in the morning, they were like, you can't go back in there. So here I was sitting in my what do you call it? With VJJ not covered up except for a robe and a t-shirt.
And that's all you had.
Yeah, that's all I have for now. I had to sit down there until they came in. They kept checking the level, kept checking until it was safe. I needed fresh air also. Would you want to go to the hospital and get checked up? I said, I'm fine. So that being said, then the Lord said, days after, and I was thanking the Lord, crying and thanking him. I said, Lord, but you should have let me go. It's like, let you go. You have work to do. You have a lot of work to do. And I'm not done with you. And so he kept saying, what happened to my blankets?
Oh, you went back to that story. My God.
Story. And that's why with everything else that I do, the blind is more on my heart than any of the other things that I do. So what happened to my blind kids that I told you about? And I'm like, yeah, I've been stubborn. It's like, when was the last time you checked on them? And here I was crying, and I said, Lord, you spared me for a reason. And I promise you, I will take care of them. So I formed an NGO, Eden's Oasis.
Wow.
Both in Ghana and here in the US, and we have been taking care of them. The long and short of this is that when my mother was alive, or she would say, when you call her, who have you blessed today?
Oh my God, what a powerful statement.
Who have you blessed today? And then she'll say, did you put a smile on someone's face?
Wow.
Yes. And you know what? The thing with me that I always say, I said, Lord, my beginning will seem humble, but so prosperous will my future be with this case. But you cannot be successful if people around you are suffering. And sometimes when I say, who have you helped? Whose face have you planted a smile on? Working as an alcohol and detox nurse, I see broken souls come to me. And I was a night nurse until I went there, SCRC, you know me. Until I went there for 3 years, they didn't have a night nurse. Because that is in New Haven.
Oh, yeah.
New Haven,
you don't want to go there.
One boy in New Haven was like number 3 in the whole of the US. Gang activities, yeah. And I was their nurse. Our security officer just carried a baton. And yet prayers and praises and things. And I knew how many souls that I was able to win to the Lord. And here in America, you can preach the Lord. But they were coming to me.
So you could, wow.
Coming to me. Some I met even after I left that job. And I was able to stay there for 11 plus years. And it was time for me to leave. And so, whose face have you put a smile? Who have you made happy? Who have you blessed, my sisters and brothers? And it cuts across all. It could just be a nice word to a heart that is aching. It could just be, honey, a smile, yeah, like physical, emotional, spiritual. Help somebody. You have been blessed for a reason. When you're so blessed and you don't give, it has no meaning. I was telling somebody the last time on one of our meetings, and I'm like, well, Corona is bad, but I'm so happy Corona came. Because before Corona came, everybody was running at a very top speed. And Corona came and put the brakes on that crazy train. You know, Corona came and put a break to what we were going through and what we were doing that wasn't right, for us to stop and smell the roses.
Yes. Yes. Wow.
Corona came to give meaning to human lives because people had the money, people had what it took, and yet they died lonely. They died. I'm a nurse. At a point, I had to leave my company and go to this facility that gives me jobs, and their nurses have corona. I mean, administration have been locked, and I took up a room in there. Everybody wondered how everybody else had corona, but I never got corona. It wasn't because of my beautiful face, for which my family would tell you I was the ugliest.
I know you are. Are you serious right now?
People in my family.
God.
You should see my brothers. Oh my God. And my sisters, they're so tall, cute, and everything. So
You and me both. You and me both.
The doctors will tell you, is that what part of us? Yeah. See, so it wasn't because of who I am, but the Lord spared me for a reason. I never quit, and yet I was with them 24/7. And each time I will work with somebody, and one of the nurses, the head nurse, that everybody called out, and it was only me and her. And then we worked from morning by evening. Oh my gosh, I could see she was sick. I said, just go. When she just left me, 15 minutes time, she called and she said, I got it. You need to check. I didn't mind.
You didn't have it.
I didn't have it. I mean, everybody was looking at me like, oh, she's spreading it. She's spreading it. So, well, they checked me anyway after 2 med passes, which I haven't done in a long time, but I had to do it. And I was negative. So I knew the Lord spared me for a reason. You know? And so, guys, whatever, look, no matter how small, and I'm telling you, I am where I am because I've fallen so many times. This company has suffered so many times. I have people I'm taking to court, people who owe me, and we can't even find them. You know? And I'm talking some even in the hundreds of thousands of dollars, and they are not paying because they claim they're filing bankruptcy. But you know what? The Lord still keeps us. Sometimes I wonder how He does it. Guys, today my message to you is put a smile on somebody's face. Help somebody. We come from places where even a $50, or even $10 can put a smile on somebody's face.
Yes.
You know, I set people up with common $50, $100. It means so much to them. Not that they are not paying school fees. We used to pay fees.
My God.
So that's my word to you. Put a smile on somebody's face. Guys, when you wake up, it's so early, so I can't toast. But
you would have toasted to it.
Guys, when you wake up and if you're a coffee person and you buy your coffee, remember, I got to put a smile on somebody's face. If it's your tea,
Amen.
remember that. And even if it's your water, because somebody is not even drinking clean water.
Whoa.
Put a smile on somebody's face. Otherwise, all that we're doing is meaningless. You can speak all the tongues you want and praise God all you want. It's meaningless. Because when you give, there is a very, very special joy. Ever tried it? Well, give. And if it's not working for you, come back to me and collect the money. I'll pay it to you.
Woo! She said it.
I said it.
My God.
Come to me and collect that money that you gave, or that good deed that you gave up. If it didn't work for you. The only time it will not work for you if it's not coming from your heart. But if it's coming from your heart, I'm telling you, you will rip it multiple times. And even when sometimes it's not you ripping it. No, it's your children or your children's children. I have never seen a good deed that has gone and never came back. It always comes back. Multiples of, oh my God, I can't even go there. I think my time is up.
Oh my God.
Any questions? Anybody have any questions for me?
Oh my God, I am speechless, Auntie.
Yeah.
Wow, guys, I know a lot of you are here. I wanted to take time to say thank you because, and I just couldn't break the story. It's a powerful story of miracles and just miracle after miracle and the power of dreams. Let me tell you, Africa is, God speaks to us in Africa. God talks to us in Africa. We don't need anyone to speak to us. We are dreamers. We're natural dreamers. We are poets and poetry makers. We make life because we're so close to God. And let me tell you, when we get close to God, we will have so many encounters just like Aunty B has. I can't cry. I mean, I'm so overwhelmed right now because of these string of stories. A story that God will answer someone's prayer in Ekropon, Ghana. And let me tell you, it's far. All the way from Ekropon to Connecticut, God will answer prayer in that way. God will answer prayer by someone falling asleep, and the doors were open, the windows were open. Who did that to keep her? You don't understand. I have a few comments that I thought were poignant, and I wanted to share. By the way, again, just welcome Idana, welcome Beverly, welcome Prince Oyediran, Ralia, Audrey, Pastor OT, Jennifer. I see all of you. I see all of you. Beverly Rose, Auntie Doris, I miss you. Where have you been? You just like swapped into my life just like that. What's going on, Auntie? Anyway, I see you. I see you. I'm trying to just not miss some people's names. All of you, I see you. I see you. Thank you so much for joining us. Tell us where you're joining us from and greet us in your local language. I see everyone. Listen, Auntie, one of my uncles, who is also our producer in Ghana, Yidana, experienced exactly what you went through. Not in the same way, but he also experienced a fire. And so he has a unique perspective. So I wanted to share some of his comments with our viewers. One of the comments that Yidana says is he's not done with you yet. And so what is seemingly impossible is suddenly possible. In his eyes, you are a miracle. And I am talking from the point of view of someone who experienced a fire. God is amazing. And when I tell you, Yidana reminds me so much of you, or rather you remind me so much of him. When I called him and I am like trying to cry, he's laughing. Yidana's laugh is so infectious. He was laughing through it all. And I couldn't understand it. Now I do, because of you. You literally just put perspective on that. Till date, I still say, I don't know how you were laughing this whole time. And wearing one slipper and nothing else, and he was still laughing and showing pictures. Oh, look, that burned too. How on earth do you guys do it? You guys are the angels of the world.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
Somebody said she wanted to meet you.
Yeah.
I'm looking for that comment.
Yeah. Zoe, I don't want to cut you off. Something just came in my mind. One of the visions that the Lord said is that in Africa, Ghana to be precise, or West Africa, there's no college. In Africa, I think it's in South Africa and another place, but there's no college for the School of the Blind.
Wow.
Yes. So you have
you don't do that.
Population when they graduate that goes to colleges. So our next dream, God willing, is to build a small college for the School of the Blind.
Come on. She said it here first, guys. I'm just going to put it out there. We're making it happen.
We have to make it happen.
Wow.
Call from the youth, we have to make it happen. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but go on with your comments, please. Sorry.
Oh my God. I just wanted to read a few of the comments. Thandiwe said something very poignant, and I wanted to say it. Well, first she said that, wow, this is powerful. Thank you. But yes, here she says, I needed to hear this again today. I didn't tune in by accident for sure. Yidana also says, deep, you cannot be successful if people around you are suffering. This is what I am taking away from this episode. It resonates so much with me. There's just so many comments, and I am struggling to kind of read all of them. The most beautiful heart, soul being who happens to be the ugliest of the most beautiful family. This auntie of ours is God's own child. You know, I resonate with that too. In my family, they're all tall and regal looking like. They have all the hair. My sister is here. She'll confirm it. And I am like the shortest of everyone and the darkest of them all. At some point, my mother actually said she used me to rinse her womb, you know, so the beautiful ones could show up. But you know what? Here we are, and we are so beautiful too, right, guys? I thank you. We are so far spent. I am trying so hard not to go past 30, but when Africans meet, we tell stories. We tell powerful stories, and it looks like we can't do whatchamacallit. We can't do 30 minutes. It doesn't look like we can do that. Oh, really? Wow. Well, hey, Ekropo. Irana also says, I have never seen a good deed that has gone and never comes back. It has always come back. Zoe, this episode has so many quotable quotes. I will call them life's quotable quotes. Yes, 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 yes. But it looks like we have no questions. Oh, and the last one that crowns it, it says, you are beautiful. Ooh.
So are you in here?
You are beautiful. Yes, and Africans, we control time. According to Auntie Doris, we control time. This is true. Guys, I appreciate you. Auntie Doris, see, I just called Auntie Doris, so now I'm Auntie B, you came and you brung it. You definitely brung it. God bless you. I thank you. I don't know what else to say except thank you for just gracing us with your larger than life presence. And I cannot wait to come to your home because I am ready to eat. Okay. Yes, here's the word I was looking for. You are vivacious personified. That's exactly what it is. You are vivacious. One question for you. Somebody says from Flora, she says, is there a time you feel overwhelmed?
You know, I'm human, so I do feel overwhelmed sometimes. But you know, when I do, I look back from where I come from. I draw strength from people also.
Wow.
Just not a moment. I mean, I'm human. I do, you know, but it's the Lord that just keeps us all going.
Wow. Wow. And you know what, Thandiwe, thank you. Auntie B, she definitely is refreshing, and she says it's a pleasure meeting you online. I think that you've touched everyone that is on here, but Thandiwe must have a story that maybe links to yours, and this is the power of storytelling. We don't just tell African stories just to tell them. We tell them to change lives, to connect people, and to make sure that we're lifting each other up wherever we can. So Thandiwe, if you can connect with Auntie B online, please do. She is a treasure trove of wisdom that you cannot finish drawing from. So please don't lose the connection, okay? This is what To My Younger Self is all about. Let's connect like that and tell our stories the way we only know how to, okay? It has been a pleasure. Next week, I'm going to have my big sister back by my popular demand. The reason being we're both born in June and it's June. So it's our month and we can do whatever we want with it. So my big sister Elsie Dixon is coming back. She will, yes, she will be gracing our platforms for the second time. I think she will be the first person to do that since we started. She is celebrating with us because To My Younger Self will be 1 year old this month. To God be all of the glory. Please do not miss it. There is so much in the timeline coming up. We have people like Uncle Ben Duchemalo coming on. We have people like Uncle Michael Amankwafo coming on. There's just so many amazing people from all across Africa that have signed up to join us. Do not miss To My Younger Self every Tuesday, 7:30. We also have Dear Daughter. We're going to be discussing Jael because we discuss Bible stories. We're going to be discussing Jael on June 19th. It's a Saturday. We're going to be discussing it at 2 p.m. EST. And also, I think 2 p.m. EST would be 7 p.m. GMT. So please make a date with us. It's going to be a powerful lineup with Dr. Edwina Opari Loko from Ghana and also my dear sister, Lynn Green from here. You don't want to miss it. I bet you there's so many things you don't know about Jael. Believe me. Believe me. So make a date with us at the Red Sea Studios for that one. Aunty B, I love you. I thank you so much for joining us. And guys, thank you. It has been an absolute pleasure. My name is Zoe Baraka, and the show has been To My Younger Self, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye. Actually, before that, what are your last words? Very short. Just
put a smile on somebody's face.
There we go. Done. I love you guys. Love you guys. Thank you, Audrey, for correcting me. 2 p.m. EST is actually 6 p.m. GMT. I forgot about the time jump, right? Thank you so much for telling me that. All right, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.